Hi there, it's Rich with Richbound Photography, Sacramento, California. And I'm going to do a little tutorial. Well, it's not really a tutorial, and it's not an unboxing. It's just a little feedback on a new light I got, the Flashpoint Evolve 200. It's 200 watt seconds. It goes together with it's actually made by Godox, and Godox calls it the AD200. So it goes together with all the streak lights and the zoom lights, the Adorama and the Godox lights and the Cheetah lights. So anyway, let's just get started right away. I've used it 3 shoots last week and I'm really impressed with it. At first I had a few issues. I'll tell you about those issues right now. But let's just get started. It comes with this cool little bag, the box or whatever. It's kind of weird. It's got a strap holder so you could put it on your belt if you wanted. But basically, this will come out, the light will come out of here and the accessories will come out, and this will go in a closet for the rest of its life. I never keep these cases like the pouches for the speed lights, although I have one on my tripod that I slip my speed light into so it can hold it on my tripod while I'm shooting. Anyway, so let's get started. What comes with this? Let's pull out the main thing, the light. This is 200 watt seconds. And this has the Fresnel head on it, and very much similar to the size of a speed light. There you go. There you go. Similar. But the power is quite a bit more, and I'll go into that in a second. It has a lithium-ion battery that probably lasts about 600 shots forever. I'm really into lithium-ion batteries in my speed lights now. They just last forever, and everybody knows the streak light battery, the external battery, lasts forever and ever. So anyway, so let's just go into this with this head on. It's nice and compact, and it's a nice complement to the 360. But if you wanted to, you could also just open this little switch up here, switch out the Fresnel to the, it comes with a bare bulb attachment, which is really, really cool. A little hard to get out of the case. That's why I'm not going to keep it in this case. Anyway, and all it does is it slides on. Pretty easy, actually. This whole combination is really well thought out, I will say. Fairly well built, and it comes with the bare bulb, similar to this bare bulb in the 360, but I don't think it's the exact same. Make sure, though, that your hands are clean, not a lot of oil on them. And there's a red dot on the light bulb, and there's a red dot in here, and just line up those 2 dots, very simple, and push it, really push it in there nice, okay? So this does not come with a reflector, but you could use the streak light reflector, fits, and I have old quantum reflectors, so it's the same thing, just fits on here, tighten it up, and I have my similar. I mean, I can take off my little plastic diffuser. I usually use these to help protect my bulb. But anyway, so very similar. I'm going to, though, keep this together, and I'm just going to, because I'll always have the reflector on it, keep that over here, and I'm going back to the Fresnel head. Okay, so we've got this, and it's a great size. It's about the same size as a speed light. Much heavier, but it is smaller than the 360. Much smaller that way. And it has the internal battery, so that's a really nice plus. And super easy, again, to pop out and pop back in. I will go, oh, here's the charger for it. Looks very similar to the Zoom charger, but it's not the same battery, so you can't use them. Comes with a cable for your charger. And again, I'm not going to really go into this. It does come with, though, barn doors where you can actually, I haven't done this yet, so I hope it works. Oops, hold on. Hold on. Let me see here. How does this work? I apologize. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because I have not even tried this yet. Okay, you know what? No, it's got to be on there. So, oh, here it is. It fits. Comes with barn door. which I guess I could use if I was doing studio work, and I don't do as much studio work as I used to. And it also comes with some choices of gels that you can slip on here. Oh, it's magnetic. Woohoo! Very cool. So it's got red, yellow, green? I don't know, yellow or green. Again, magnetic. Ooh, I like that. And blue. So, oh, here it is. Red, yellow, green, and blue, your basic colors. So I'm just going to close this up and take it off, because for me, oh, let me see how I get it off. Okay, it comes off. For me, I'm not going to be using gels personally. I might try them every now and then. I'm not going to be using this case, so see you later. Let's get back to the basics. So I'm going to put this in order of power. There. Now, the power, let's talk power for a second. The power of a speed light is hard to determine because it really goes in a thing they call guide number, and I don't really understand it, but it's got a guide number, and I think it's 85, but anyway, could be wrong. And I'm not a pixel peeper, and I'm not a, you can go on a zillion videos out there comparing all these three to get a real, they use light meters and they test them and everything. So I know that they say that this is about 2 to 3 stops brighter than this, and this is 3 to 4 stops, not stops, I apologize, 3 times brighter. So the equivalent of this would be 3 of these would make 1 of these. That's how I feel. And 4 of these would make 1 of these at full power. So that's non-scientific, and I could be wrong at that, so don't hold it to me. Don't hold it to me. But anyway, what I'm going to say in reality, though, is now they tested this light and the 360 together with the bare bulb, and they found that this is about 2/3 of a stop brighter than this. Now, the only thing is, when I'm using the Fresnel head, I have this feeling like it's much more, and it's almost equivalent, the two. And I did see a video, actually the most comprehensive video comparing all the lights with meter tests. And the guy did say that this and this, with this head and this head, are equivalent, so stopwise. So take it from me, this is very powerful. I haven't used it with the bare bulb yet, but I will say the bare bulb is nice though, because you get such a nice bigger area of light. So it's a better, in my opinion, a better quality of light, better spread. So, you know, whatever. But all 3 of these together, I've got everything covered. I'm going to keep this one on my stand. It's my speed light, and I'm going to have that on group A. This is going to be group B, because I'm used to my speed light being on group B. And the 200, I'm going to have group C. So I will be all set. Now, let me tell you some of the negatives. Let me move this over here. It is well made, but it is slippery. Man, I'll tell you something. I was pulling this out of my camera pouch, and I know I'm going to drop it. So I'm still finding the right one, but I found a rubber band, or, you know, a little wristband we all get at places, Livestrong, whatever. I'm going to find a thick one that is about this wide, and I'm just going to stick it right here. That's going to cover from there to there, and that really made a difference. So I'm going to be seeking out that. If I find one, I'll let you know. The other thing I'm not crazy about is the on-off switch. Now, when I got the light, I didn't even know where the on-off switch was. I had to actually look it up in the instructions. But it's right on the side of here, and it's really, really hard to find. So what I've done is first I put a piece of red tape on this side, which signifies that the on-off switch is over here. And the other thing I did is I take hot glue and I put a dab of hot glue on top of the switch. And it works great. I put a little fluorescent paint there. It will probably wear off, so I won't be using that. But it now is super easy to go on, off. It was a deal breaker for me at the beginning, and now it's the answer. And I can always take that glue off if I want to. Hot glue doesn't stay permanently, but I will say be really careful taking it off, because it might take the whole switch off. But I'm not saying you should do this. It's just what I do. The other thing I'm not crazy about is the brightness of the light. So here it is. There's no way that I know of to adjust the brightness of the light, and it's not super bright compared to here. This is, to me, brighter anyway, and the 360 is brighter too. But I don't really think it's going to be a big problem, so I'm not going to worry about it. Now this one has the same dial as the 360 and the zoom speed light, so you can adjust. This thing's going to fall over, forget it. Okay, you can adjust it by just spinning it, and each click you can feel tactile feel. Each click is a third of a stop, so you can feel it. Though this is a little bigger switch, a little bigger circle or wheel, and it's a little better feeling. This one's a little harder, but it'll be okay. I'm not going to worry about it. This has a really nifty thing, basically a, where is it? There, a useless modeling light, okay? I mean, I don't know what I would do with this modeling light. It's not very powerful. And I will say I'm shooting my videos now with my AD600 modeling light, and it really actually does a really good job. So the difference between the two is this is a useless modeling light, and that's a very useful modeling light. But it's got it in case I need it. It just does similar things as if you have all these other lights, you'll be very familiar with using this. It's very simple, and if you have any questions, send it to the Godox groups in Facebook. They're really, really helpful people that will really help you out. Just make sure you always update your firmware on these, okay? All these lights update your firmware. So the last thing that I am not crazy about is it just doesn't have an articulating head like this, okay? Or like this. So what I've got to do now is I put my quick release, and I've got other videos. My video on what I use to attach my lights to my stands will show. I use a Manfrotto quick release here. Very low profile, really nice. And what I do is I have a standard. Now this one, this connector or adapter, umbrella adapter, came with the Adorama light. But I'll tell you the truth, this is a piece of cheap plastic, and I'm not going to go into it's Chinese plastic. I'm just going to say I will not trust my lights, my $329 light, to this plastic. When I tighten it up, I could feel it creaking, so I'm not going to use it. What I use is a standard umbrella bracket. You can get these at any Adorama store. When you use the code, the secret Rich Baum link, and I get a little kickback from it, so please use that link. Anyway, I've got this here, and it has the quick release on it. So basically, and I love this quick release. I've done this in all my videos. You can see I have it. It's on, off, on, and it stays on and stays put. Because when you're doing light on a stick, you really want to make sure that you have it connected properly. And you're going to need to angle it up if you're shooting real estate like I, Rich Baum, shoot. So it has the there we go, bam. So I'm all set. It's a little offset, and I'm a little worried about it tipping over the stand because these stands are not really heavy. They're made to be light. But I will play with it for now and let you know how it goes. So I'm going to tilt it back a little bit for light on the stick, and I want to light up there. There you go. Anyway, it's kind of nice because when I do light on a stick with this, I got the battery and the cable to deal with, and it's a little heavier, and it's all together. This is heavier than this alone, but this is not as heavy as this is with the flash battery pack. So anyway, but they're both still doable. I'm 60 years old, and I've got a light on a stick, my 360 light on a stick out there. Anyway, it's just what I do. So anyway, quick release there. I recommend that. I think you get it for 25 bucks. Just look up Manfrotto quick release, and here is one part of it. There you go. And here's the other part, the plate. And I have them on all my flashes, every one. I learned to do this during wedding photography with the girl I shoot weddings with. She turned me on to that. She also turned me on to these bare bulb lights, but that was 10 years ago. So and I've been using these for a long time. Anyway, So we've got the light in the power, and I want to tell you something that Adorama has these for $329, and I bought it from Adorama because I buy everything from Adorama. And I'm just telling you, it's not because of the little kickback I get being an affiliate. I just like their company. I like too the fact that if I bought it off of Amazon, I'm not going to be able to get in touch with Godox. Forget it. Don't even try. It's like getting in touch with N-Flash. Just can't do it. So Adorama, who does the Flashpoint and the Streetlight branding, they're all Godox lights, but they work great, and they are all the same. But the Flashpoint has the warranty, and you can really talk to people, return it, you can have, if you have issues. So I really recommend that. Cheetah is also, Edward over at Cheetah is a great stand-up guy. If I wasn't an affiliate at Adorama, I might go to Cheetah, but I want to go to Adorama. So I got to be fair to everybody. I'm always fair and always honest, so I'm not particular to making one brand or something that works for me. Say I don't want it to work for you, or your brand isn't good. Now I will say that again, I said this several times. I feel that the Yongnuo is good, but I've had problems with the lights failing after a year or so. And I have been using this light and this light for over a year, haven't had any issues with them, and they actually feel a little better, a little more sturdy. The other thing too is the Yongnuo only has, I think, speed lights, and I was really excited to update to a wireless bigger light, and I have now the 200, the 360, and the 600 watt-second lights. So I am covered, and I love the power. I can't tell you enough how it just makes life easier when you don't have to worry about, you know, you have this light, but you need this light, so you got to go get it. Now that I've got this light by camera all the time, I'm pretty set. I'm in Fat City, as they say. So anyway, I really, really recommend this light, and I'm probably more than likely going to get a second one. And I will be done then. I'm not going to be going crazy with equipment like I did last year. I went through so many lights last year. To get the big 600 watt, I went through N-Flash, Rove Light, went through one other, Dynalite, Baja, and I finally ended up with the 8600. But man, I returned 4 lights last year. I'm not going to do that. That's $30 each time you ship them back. So returns, or you get your money back, but you pay for shipping. So I'm happy with these. I'm really, really happy. And I'm super happy with the new Evolve 200. And it goes with the same triggers. And I use the XT32, or at Adorama, it's called the R232. Trigger, and but you can use this. Oh, this has TTL, this has high-speed sync, and works with Nikon, Canon, and Sony, I think. So really nice. Again, you can just pop off this head, pop on the bare bulb, and you know, let's do that. Let's do one last time. Put this on there, and I'll tell you, I think they did a great job. If I was better, I'd have a better job putting it on. But I think that, look at this together. They're about, man, this is just, I love it. I can't wait. Can't wait. I'm so excited because I want my jobs to get better. I want to shoot better. Get what you need. Be sure that you get the lights that you need to do the job well. Get a geared head if you can, because it's just going to make your life so much better. Take it from the people, like, not even just take it from me, but like Wayne, and take it from all the really smart people on the Facebook groups, the real estate and real estate for lighting, with real estate photography with lights group, my group. And we have a Twilight group now. We have all kinds of groups. Mike Kelly's got a great group. Mike Kelly has great tutorials, which you can use these lights to light paint. Where art meets architecture. I'm always a big believer in Scott Hargis's video for the basics, learning really how to use lights and how to do them properly. My theory is all based off of Scott's, but I've done a difference where I incorporate ambient and I mask in things. So that's the way I like to do things. But you can't lose by getting those videos. And watch my videos. Please, again, use the link, subscribe, tell your friends. Anyway, this is Rich Baum with Rich Baum Photography, Sacramento, California, wishing you a great Masters Golf Sunday, where I'm going to go out and watch the Masters and go enjoy your day. But really, work hard to get good and then start shooting these great shoots. You know, you want to shoot like Mike Kelly and do these huge projects. And I am pretty happy with what I'm doing, do enough commercial stuff, but I always strive to get better. So Rich Baum saying, see you later. Bye.